Conflict is a perceived incompatibility of actions or goals. Peace is a condition marked by low levels of hostility and aggression and mutually beneficial relationships.
We overcome conflict through cooperation and other techniques such as superordinate goals and integrative agreements. Superordinate goal is a shared goal that necessitates cooperative efforts. Integrative agreements are a win-win agreement that reconcile both parties' interests to their mutual benefit. When tragedy strikes, there's no such thing as labels, political parties, or skin color. People unite to help others in need because people are able to recognize that it affects all people in their country.
You guys just jumping in to help out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Where are you coming from?
Texas City.
Texas City?
Yes, sir.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to save some lives.
Want me to help her up?
My brother actually came to rescue me. Him and some other volunteer came in a boat, put my family in the back, and we walked out.
It's amazing to see that the interstate here is an interstate that's usually jammed with car traffic has essentially been turned into a boat launch for volunteers launching airboats like the one you see in front of me.
But as you can see, Cajun Navy has arrived. We got some rescues to go do right now. Seems like they're going to be stalled here for a minute, so we're going to take some boats out and get over to where there's some families that need to be rescued right now.
Look, they're flashing the light. I think they probably want us to maybe get one of those people that's up there. We can take you guys if you need. An elderly sick person, 2 sick and disabled and 2 in wheelchairs right now on the top of that roof. I have no idea how they got them on top of that roof. We're moving them slowly and obviously very difficult because he said he has a pacemaker on his left-hand side near his heart. So we're going to have to steer clear of that.
Saw the boat come by first and we took the first chance we could get out of there.
Just getting started after days of relentless rain in South Texas, Tropical Storm Harvey is not letting up.
This has the potential, from what I'm hearing, to be the worst natural disaster that has ever befallen the state of Texas.
And while first responders and fellow citizens work around the clock to rescue and evacuate South Texans,
We've probably done like 30 or 40 by ourselves only.
their neighbors to the north are pitching in any way they can.
We're getting ready to be the neighbors and the friends of South Texans that we know we can be.
Common external threats build cohesiveness. Superordinate goals foster cooperation. Cooperative learning improves radical attitudes and group and superordinate identities. Superordinate goals are shared goals that necessitate cooperative efforts, a goal that overrides people's differences from one another.
We're here as part of FEMA's Urban Search and Rescue team, supporting the local jurisdiction and making some water rescues in the area due to the hurricane. As of right now, to this point today, we've made approximately 300 rescues.
We show our support and cooperation when we understand we are in a similar situation. Good examples of this would be the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, Irma, and Maria. In this clip, citizens of Antigua can be seen coming to the aid of citizens of Barbuda after the effects of Hurricane Irma.
Many countries came to the aid of Mexico after the earthquake in Mexico City. Some include the United States, Japan, and Israel.
A convoy of vehicles starts Urban Search and Rescue's first leg of its journey to Mexico's quake-damaged areas. The team finished packing after word they would be sent down to help with rescue and recovery. When you're dispatched for as long as 3 weeks, better not forget your toothbrush.
They want to get us pretty close to where the epicenter was, so that's the idea as we speak. But like I said, the airports are damaged. There's a lot of damage around that area, so infrastructure is not the best. So we're going to get as close as possible, hopefully within that 75-mile range of the epicenter.
When disaster strikes, Israel usually strikes back with aid. It's often one of the first countries to respond to catastrophe, and the latest earthquake in Mexico is no exception. Israeli army rescue teams and engineers are busy at work in Mexico City, where efforts to locate trapped civilians continue. The Israeli disaster response teams arrived in Mexico last Thursday, following the massive earthquake that has already claimed over 300 lives.
We search according to information. We'll continue working so long as we're allowed or as long as we can.
Sometimes cooperation is better recognized in movies. One example being the Disney movie Inside Out. In the movie, we see the emotions joy and sadness, who have different views on how the young girl Riley should react.
Just Riley and me, forever. And you've met Sadness. I'm not actually sure what she does. And I've checked, there's no place for her to go, so she's good, we're good, it's all great.
Because of their conflicting views on how to handle a sudden change, Joy and Sadness endanger Riley. After looking over a memory, Joy finds that she needs to work together with Sadness in order to help Riley overcome their situation.
Sadness. Mom and Dad, the team, they came to help because of Sadness. Joy, you gotta fix this! Get up there! Sadness, it's up to you.
Me? Sadness? Sadness? I can't, Joy.
Yes, you can. Riley needs you.
Riley!
There you are, thank
Oh,
goodness.
we were worried sick. Where have you been? It's so late.
By working together, Joy and Sadness are able to help Riley, as well as create a new memory that would have been impossible for either one of them to do on their own. This new memory helps to recreate Riley's family island, one of her core personality traits.